Hi there. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate you. I want to talk to you today about stomach surgery, the gastric sleeve surgery. When you are overweight and you have tried everything, you have tried every diet under the sun, and you're still obese or overweight, of course, the doctor, we love our doctors, of course, the doctor says there is also something called the gastric sleeve, whereby they simply, under surgery, and I don't know what kind of surgery it is. It's probably, what is it called? Oh, you know what? They just do two holes and then go through there. They literally squeeze off. I don't know if they permanently take it off, but they take off 2/3 of your stomach. So you have the size, as I heard somebody say, the size of a banana left for your stomach. And of course, you're not hungry. You eat less. You start to consume your own body from the inside out, your fat reserves, and of course you drop the weight. You get slimmer all the time. Is this a good way? Well, not in my book. Because here's the thing. You are overweight for a reason. And don't blame it on the food and don't blame it on whatever else. You have to blame it on you. You have to take responsibility for you. Now, that's not an easy one, and that's a pretty harsh one. But here's the thing. The reason why you're overweight is because weight is like a band-aid. It's a cover up for the trauma that you have experienced in earlier age, in your childhood, or maybe your early teenage years, and you packed on the weight. You started to eat more. You had reasons for that you don't even know. You do not remember most of the time, because that's how crafty the mind is. So whatever took place, if you were a small child, you were unable to address it because you didn't have any logic. If you were under 7, you were just floating around, daydreaming all the time, because that's what you were. You were in the alpha state, the frequencies, but you had no logic. And so you didn't know what was right or wrong. You were learning that from whoever raised you. But the trauma you experienced was most likely never addressed. And whether it was one trauma, most often it is recurring trauma, that it starts once and it keeps coming over and over again. It can just be simply abusive. People, your parents just constantly telling you no, just forcing you into a regimen that is totally contrary to what you would like to do. And this is your reaction, it's not even a response, reaction to that trauma, that you overeat to suppress those emotions that were never addressed, never dealt with. This is pretty normal. Unfortunately, about 76 to 78% of people have had some sort of trauma in their childhood that they did not overcome too easily. So here we are now, you're an adult, and you have done your fair share of attempts of dropping the weight, getting slimmer, and nothing has worked so far. Maybe it has worked for a year, but it kept coming back. Very simple. It always keeps coming back until you address or deal with the childhood trauma that causes you to overeat. It's just cause and effect. Can't help it. When you open up the faucet, that's the cause. The effect is that the water runs out. Hopes that makes sense. Cause and effect. So whatever the trauma was, you are dealing with the effect now, which is overweight. So here you go. You go to the doctor, and the doctor suggests, let's put you up for gastric. I don't know. I also heard gastric bypass. I'm not sure, but gastric sleeve or stomach stapling, where we take away your stomach. Here is the thing. You have tried the diets, they didn't work, and now this. And again, you're putting the responsibility for your own body outside of yourself. Think about that for a moment. You did the diets, didn't work, so you were working on yourself, didn't work, but you never addressed the mental issues in your head. Why? Well, probably nobody told you about it, especially not the doctors, but you could have done much more research. So now you're getting the stomach stapling, and you sincerely hope that works. Well, I hope so too for you. I've heard story where it didn't work for people because they just simply kept stuffing their faces and their stomach was stretched and stretched and stretched, and they were just getting overweight again. So it is a matter of lifestyle changes. And major part in that lifestyle change is a checkup from the neck up. I'm so sorry to put it so blunt, but that's where it usually resides. We all have our issues, we all have our stuff, but when you're overweight, it's too blatantly obvious. And you can go to any doctor. It's better even to go to a counselor, a mental counselor, psychologist, or you can ask your doctor for a referral for a psychologist, or do your own research online. Why am I overeating? Why am I stuffing my face? Why am I obese or overweight? I have done so many diets and the weight got off, but it got back on. So do your own research. Do yourself the favor. Take responsibility for your life. That's a hard one. That's a hard one for most people because they like to put the responsibility on somebody else. Why? I tell you why. Because they can blame they can blame the game. They can play the blame game. The doctor said they were going to help me and it hasn't helped. You know, they don't know what they're doing, etc., etc. Or I went to the doctor to get well, and now I'm on 5 prescription drugs. Didn't really work, didn't? No, but you got to take responsibility for your own life. And here's the thing, your body is but an extension of the mind, of what goes on in the mind. Everything that you express in the body has the cause in the mindset. Again, Google it. You can find anything online. Do you have to do a little bit of research? Yeah. Do you have to take responsibility? Yep. Is it going to be easy? No. Do you really treasure your body and safeguard your body from taking all those drugs that simply numb it out here? Yes, you do. Do you get my admiration for doing that? Totally. 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 When you take responsibility for your life, for your body, you have my respect. Total my respect, and you can always contact me. No whining, no complaining, no blaming. If you want to have a sensible conversation, you can contact me and we can talk about it. Very nice, because those surgeries, oh my goodness, apart from the fact that they cost thousands and thousands of dollars, I just go like, yeah, it's just not taking responsibility for your life. So, again, disclaimer, this is what I have learned from all my mentors, and I love them dearly. This is my opinion, and you can do with that however you feel like it. If you like it, fantastic. Click the like button, share it with somebody else, subscribe to my channel. If you don't like it, perfectly okay as well. And maybe if you don't like it, maybe, just maybe, you want to check how much responsibility you take for your life in every aspect of your life. I really enjoyed making this video. I thank you very much for being here and listening to me. And tomorrow I have another one for you. Take care. Bye-bye.